My blade brothers and blade sisters, welcome to the Bear Cave. I am Bear. You are watching Bear's Blades. We, for the last few weeks, have been on an incredible buck journey. I know it was my favorite for a very, very, very long time, and still is one of my absolute go-to knife companies. Today is no different, my blade broskis and blade babes. We are continuing on this buck journey, and do I have a treat for you? Today the topic is folders. In my opinion, these are must-haves. Now, you know the Bear says that all knives because most knives I do have a real sick obsession with. These are really very cool folders. Let's dive right in. The first folder I want to show you is the Buck 251 Langford. Look at this. That is the Buck 251 Langford. 7CR stainless steel, G10 handle, liner lock. Wow. You'll notice when we do the close-up that it's got these really cool grooves in the handle. And I must say that the G10 on this is just outstanding. You've got a great pocket clip. You've got a little hole here, a lanyard hole for your paracord. It is, in my opinion, a must-have. You look at it and you think, now that's a classic. You know, it just, even with the steel. And what I really do think is cool is how Buck kind of, you know, because most of the time it's that 420 high carbon stainless steel, right? I do love the G10 handle. It is fantastic. Again, like I said, when Mama Bear gives us a close-up, you guys are going to see the grooves here. It is fantastic. Also, the liner lock is really, really, really great. It's nice and smooth, but the cut is just outstanding. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the cut is just extraordinary. To my blade broskies and my blade babes and blade sisters, this is the 253 Durham. Very sleek, very cool, very professional looking. I feel like, you know, if you were going to a party, to a wedding, to a gathering, and you're like me, where you've always, you know, you carry. I feel like that is something, the 253 Durham, I feel like it is something you could carry anywhere. 7CR, 17 MOV steel, G10 handle, liner lock, very, very, very classic by Buck, great pocket clip. And again, I want to say the G10 handle is extraordinary. So do look at that blade. It is just awesome. One, I know the Bear says one of my favorites all the time, but I feel like you guys are getting to know that they're just all my favorites. I just love knives. Number 3. This one is very cool. This is the 255 Romanov, Buck 255 Romanov. It is 420 high carbon. So back to what they love. You know what I mean? The handle is GFN, right? The glass-filled nylon. Okay. It is a liner lock again. Beautiful pocket clip. And just great. It's got these grooves again, like I talked about in the first knife. The Langford has these cool little grooves. So when you hold it, you really, you know what I mean? You really notice it. The only thing I feel it's missing is I think they could have done a little bit of jimping here. We're going to get up close and we'll talk about it. And what you think is right, what you think is wrong, shoot us a comment, whatever. And because I am definitely the Bear that is not afraid to be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'd rather a good blade brother or blade sister say, hey, Bear, you know what? That wasn't right. Or, hey, that was right and I didn't know that. That's what makes us a family, right? We are a knife family. We're a blade family. All right, give me a sec. Thank you, Mama Bear, for the close-up. So here we are, the Buck 251 Langford, the Buck 253 Durham, and the Buck 255 Romanov. Look at the amazing grip. On, you know, it's just, I love these grooves. You wouldn't think, you know, something as simple as just a nice little groove in the middle here would make a difference, but it really does. you know. So there we go. There it is, open, so you can see what a beautiful cut. 7CR 17 MOV, man. That steel is just such a great steel. Here's our liner lock. You know, just a great grip. Durham, again, great pocket clip. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that G10 handle. It's just fantastic. I'm going to come closer. That G10 handle is just awesome. Gorgeous cut again. Buck really knows how to do the cuts. There's your liner lock, and the G10 definitely holds very well too. Don't make any mistake about it. Now this one here, the Durham and the Romanov, no jimping, which I thought was okay, but I wondered why, you know, because the Langford does, and I felt it was just as sleek and cool. So here's the 255 Romanov. Again, look at that. Awesome. Just fantastic. This is that GFN, the glass field nylon handle. And again, they go with the simple groove, you know, just right down the middle there. And it does. It does make a difference, you know, when you're holding it. There's your nice liner, and it holds well. They all hold well in the pocket. They all feel incredible in the hand, which I know you guys all know it's Buck, right? So I'm sure none of that was really even on your mind to do. So there they are, my Blade brothers and sisters. There they are. We're going to jump back in and do our goodbyes. Give me 1 sec. All right, back up top here in the bear cave. Thank you, Mama, for that close-up. So again, what I want to just say really fast about these 3 bucks, another wonderful thing about Buck is the wide variety, the catalog that Buck provides to us as the consumer is outstanding. It really is. As we before we say our goodbyes, let's just look at them one more time. There is the Buck 251 Langford, 7CR stainless, G10, liner lock, beautiful. There is the Buck 253 Durham, again, 7CR 17 MOV steel. This handle is G10, gorgeous liner lock, right? Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the last one is the Buck Romanov. It's the 255, 420 high carbon, and that's that GFN, right? That's the glass filled nylon there handle. Liner lock again, just fantastic. And this is why we're on the Buck journey. So again, if you're stopping by for the first time, thank you so much. You're welcome to Bear's Blades and welcome in the Bear Cave. If you find yourself stopping by, you know, weekly and hanging out with us, I hope you've taken that second, that millisecond, and just hit that subscribe and that like button. Don't forget, it's free. And it does help a lot. It helps. Doesn't just help Bear's Blades, it helps YouTube and it helps the knife community. And one last thing, you know, I always tell you guys and girls, if you're watching other knife shows, right, hit the subscribe for them too, right? Let's get this community just rocketing. Let's just slap the rocket to that knife community and send it to the moon. So thank you again for stopping by. I am Bear. You have been watching Bear's Blades. You know what I'm going to say? Face the wild, bear the claw. Take care.